nothing on earth.
Yes, it is time for the epic power of the iconic Hunters and Jacquel Culture House, the only youth culture project that's refreshing the rules around the music biz and lighting a fire under new talent. I'm Tresor and I'm here at the legendary AM Studios in Newtown, and I'll be your waiter this evening, and I serve nothing but kick-ass entertainment. So feel free to tweet along while we update you on what's been going on since we've been talent searching the Cape Town region. Last time we saw half a whole whack of incredible talents from Cape Town, and this time we complete another leg of the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House talent search. From tens of thousands of entries, we are down to Cape Town finalists, who then had to perform live in front of Tresor and guest mentor, Sun Al musician.
It needs a little bit of a break. I always call it the musical hook break, so people can just dance to the vibes. You know?
I cherish, I guess I anoint the day when heaven ascends.
Do you ever write your own music?
Yes, I do.
I wish I could have heard your original song, you know. I think you definitely have a voice.
Let me be honest with you. Yeah. I think you're a stronger songwriter than a singer, you know.
You know, just showing a different set of skills, it really shows your dedication. Great work.
Yeah, it was 2014, getting high, no trust than this, and I hang out with us, I thought it was love.
It's a trap beat, right? But what if you had a sample of Blxckie, for example, you know, running in the background? Then it just switches everything up.
So now musician chose one artist to start mentoring to help change their career path.
I think I'm going to go with Nico.
Since then, Sun Al and Nico Esther do have been working one-on-one in the studio to help redesign his career for the better.
It's the music that drew me. The way he just plays his melodies are just, for me, were just working. You have something really unique and special, man. I can see it's very precious for you. It's just not doing it because you can. You're really putting your soul into it.
My first ever release was just on SoundCloud. It was like an Ed Sheeran bootleg. It was terrible, but I started putting in the hours before I started releasing. I was spending 8-9 hours a day working on music, and literally everything of music. Mixing, mastering, writing, producing, and learning instruments and stuff.
We just need that one special song, really. And the phone will start ringing and your DMs will be flooded. So I would say, let's find a good song. Okay. With vocals. Make it groovy the hat as well. Instead of...
Yeah? Like what do you mean? Like more rhythm.
Yeah.
So instead of a static hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You need to just capture that moment again, you know, because we were all going crazy over the change. Yeah. It's the pop format, you know.
The experience overall was quite wild. Just to be in an environment with other creatives. I just got this view into like this whole professional outlook, both from like an industry point of view and from a creative point of view. It was just very energizing.
I think we really vibed, and I think it's a very beautiful song. And I'm just going to try and help him really to just finish it and maybe most probably release it if it's got potential.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. It's definitely going to translate into my creative work. So I think it's just about taking the basis that's been set up from Hunters, Jacquel Culture House, Sun Al, Tresor, everyone here, kind of using that to fuel me and be consistent.
Yeah. This month, the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House talent search moved to Cape Town. Our mentors chose 10 outstanding talents to bring through to the final pitching session. If you think you have what it takes to perform your own music in front of the mentors, please visit hunters.co.za/culture-house. Because we are all about young talent, guess who dropped by to play a bit of music at the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House? Blxckie, Somnyama.
Say look and you push it and go dance again. Say look and you push it and go dance again. Say look and push it and go dance again. Say look, aibo, oh, dance again. Say when again. Segi pele, segi wadele, howe, 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 tege, segwe, bele gila, wenge kegele, howe. Shobating go to Santini. Ema Pugani man Palagi fi. Homezege. Shobati Sibusaba. Sibusabale. Bakolele. Aginka Kele. Bakolele.
You're watching the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House, and for more info, all you have to do is just go to jacquelculturehouse.com or hunters.co.za/culture-house. Coming up after the break, the finalists of the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House talent search perform for Sun El musician and Tresor. Don't miss it. Welcome back to the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House. We are now checking out some of the Cape Town top 10 finalists pitch themselves live in front of Sun El musician and Tresor. You think you could do that?
Here we go. Sit. Bad news. I ain't from them. I hit a bad news. That a boyfriend up be bad news. Popping on him, the boy like brand new, but old school. Here we go. I say bad news. I ain't from them. I hit a bad news. That a boyfriend up be bad news. Popping on him, the boy like brand new. Yeah.
You look like a star, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means so much coming from you.
Yeah, man.
Bad news.
Thank you so much.
So the thing is, I'm always captured by melodies. You know, not that I don't care about words, but
yeah.
I think, the general public always like catches the melodies first before anything, so I thought the chorus was really catchy. The rap in the verses was cool, but I'd love to actually hear you with melodic verses, you know what I mean? But the chorus is really cool, and I enjoyed the performance. It was really great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pray for rain, we pray for peace, we pray for the love deep inside our heart. We pray for the burn, touching on our life, holding on to life. This is who we are, and oh, baby girl, don't lose a fight. And oh, baby girl, don't lose a fight.
I really like the song. I wish I could hear you singing your own home language with that guitar riff and that melody. That I feel like that would be a super twist and a nice new thing.
I think there's, of course, still quite a lot of room when it comes to, just for me, the improvement of the performance. However, I think I'd love to hear, this song, in a much more developed phase.
I'm going to be making a beat on the spot and maybe even lay a hook idea if I have the time. You don't know my name. You don't know my story. Life, it ain't the same for me. Jam with me, 15 seconds. You don't know my name. You don't know my story. Life, it ain't the same for me. It ain't no game for me.
It's a very bold thing you just did, It's a very vulnerable process for a lot of artists. Normally I'm not comfortable doing that in front of anybody, ever. Like, I don't do that.
As you were doing whatever you're doing, I was like, wow, this guy is very brave. The melodies are amazing, vocally and musically as well.
What really, I think, has caught my attention today is just like the level of confidence. Don't lose that confidence and risk-taking. I think that's the core of artistry. Always make sure you're uncomfortable. Whenever you reach a place where you're comfortable, make sure always you're uncomfortable.
In addition to creating one-of-a-kind opportunities for up-and-coming artists in the music industry, Hunters and Jacquel Culture also bring you mega master classes with one of SA's most iconic producers, Robin Cole.
The core fundamental that you have to grasp is we deal firstly with the foundation of frequency, the way instruments are built, the way production works. How do we create distinction for all the instruments in the orchestra? And it's effectively the task that mix engineers have to recreate. Mixing for me is kind of like cooking. In order to bring out the flavor of something, if you have really good ingredients to start with, you can get to a good dish. If you have bad ingredients to start with, you're going to do a lot of polishing.
When I'm making a track, I'm after, the feelings, obviously how the audience vibe with the music.
Yeah, sure.
And where do you
find the balance?
Find the balance, because
it's very hard.
If you're making music, you're not making music for engineers.
It's a very, very good question, and after 2 decades in this industry, my honest answer is, I don't know. Feels for you might be something completely different for everyone else. For me, it's about translation. Sometimes you got to go with the rules, but break as many as you can along the way, because you never know, that could create something. You want to go somewhere, but you don't want to go there ignorantly. Having that respect for your audience and or the end destination is everything.
In the beginning, you said the fundamentals of mixing is all about understanding and arranging frequencies. And just along those lines, is it worth tuning percussion to get a more coherent mix?
That's a creative decision, and if that's something that you embed into your creativity, well, that's the thing you're going to get famous for. Find your personality. Find the things that ultimately speak to you. What are the tools that you use? Do you have an approach? And is that something that you can become renowned for? How do you become the guy or girl that is known for delivering that thing in that way? If you know how to figure that out, you have a future in this industry.
Time to get back into the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House talent search, where each finalist gets a 5-minute session to pitch themselves to the mentors.
You can find a fighter by seeing you, so we gonna walk it out. Move mountains, we gonna walk it out. Move mountains.
It's always hard, I think, to kind of give an honest opinion when I don't hear you in your comfortable, like, original song. But at the same time, I felt like there was quite a lot of shaky moment throughout the song. It was not consistent when it comes to the performance. There's definitely potential for voice and growth.
Yeah, I think it's really hard, when you're doing a cover. It's definitely like some serious potential.
Just in a very short brief, what are you trying to do?
My vision is to be an artist.
Okay. Yeah, like you have to understand, I think people are confused, like, you don't become an artist because you become acclaimed. You become an artist from the time you actually decide, or sometimes people are born artists. Your art does not get much more value because you're popular. You understand? So you gotta always treat your art with respect and love and all the things with limelight, money, everything, or none of that. You're an artist already. There's definitely something really cool to it, and again, I love to hear it in a South African instrumental context. I'll tell you why. You want to make an impact as an artist, you gotta hit the people in the most unexpected way. You already have this, like that chorus very catchy. It's different. I wanna hear it on something that is very purely South African. You want to play with that, man, like that's what really makes artists have an impact that is, you know, everlasting. Like the song is really cool, but you can make that song special. Like everyone is really trying to buy it on the African sound. You should be the first person to own that. We should be the first people to own that, like very proudly so. So that's really my advice.
Maybe I was just not hearing it right, but I heard some really explicit words here and there. We try and eliminate all of those things so you can have a wider audience, you know.
If you want to get yourself on stage in front of world-class mentors at Hunters and Jacquel Culture House, just visit one of these two sites. Submit your entries and maybe we will see you next month. Coming up after the break, Tresor picks one Cape Town finalist to begin mentoring and help change their music careers forever. Also, Blxckie performs one of his biggest songs ever. As things heat up and we get ready to find out who Tresor picks as the emerging artist that he is going to take forward and mentor, we decided we needed a bit of music first. Here is Blxckie live and exclusive in the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House.
I've been going through something, girl, console me. And I'ma make you take the lead, yeah, you can't control me. If you're not right by my side, where will I go? And if you ever switch sides, how will I? Oh yes, I made so many sacrifices for us to grow, grow, grow. Oh baby, hold me tight, yes I might take you with me. And I apologize if you cry. Cause of me, and if we both lie to each other, say we won't go far, and I close my eyes and I dream of ya. Oh yes, I'm running my fingers through your hair. I'm trying to pick your brain. I hope you believe everything I say, cause I'm not here to play no games, hey. So unfair, how you so unfair? Stay right there, you don't need me. It's so rare that I found you. It's so rare that you found me. I'll tell you why me na gatanda ungenza galuto. Gapate kwako wampili langa ishoda ngotando. Lako wena weda. Vunitisi yofunungena lako wena weta vunitisi yo. I've been going through something, girl, console me. And I'ma make you take the lead, yeah, you can't control me. Say if you're not right by my side, where will I go? If you ever switch sides, how will I? Oh yes, I made so many sacrifices for us to grow, grow, grow. Oh baby, hold me tight, yes I might take you with me. And I apologize if you cry, and it's cause of me. And if we both lie to each other, say we won't go far, and I close my eyes and I dream of ya. Oh yes, I'm running out the stacks, running out the racks, just so I can spoil you, take you out, baby. Oh maybe I'm a little too attached. I don't even know what to do about that. But let me pick you up, baby. Pick you the stacks, running on the racks, just so I can spoil you, take you out. Girl, in too many ways for you to get away from my love, oh yeah. I know you feel the same, you cannot stay away from me for too long. I put you through so many things, I'm wrong. Maybe you're the blood in my veins, oh God. I put you through so many things, oh wrong. And maybe you're the blood in my veins, oh God. I've been going through something, girl, console. Oh, won't you console me? And I'ma make you take the lead. Yeah, you can't control. I'ma make you take the lead. If you're not right by my side, where will I go? If you ever switch sides, how will I? Oh yes, I made so many sacrifices for us to grow. Oh baby, hold me tight. Yes, I might take you with me. And I apologize if you cry, and it's cause of me. And if we both lie to each other, say we won't go far. And I close my eyes and I dream of ya.
You can find Blxckie's full performances of these songs at www.jacquelculturehouse.com. And if you'd like to participate in the Hunters and Jacquel Culture Talent Search, go to hunters.co.za/culture-house. Now let's go and find out who Tresor picks.
This is an ongoing platform. We don't call the people that get chosen winners. It's just people that we feel like are ready to be able to take on right now, to be able to mentor and give a bit of guidance. Anyone that is in this room is really incredible, and we get to start new relationships and avenues of communications. Well done to everyone. You're also incredible. For my time and mentorship, I'd love to give space to, I think, Soulful Clay.
You don't know my name. You don't know my story. Life it ain't the same.
I'm a crazy guy, so I love people that are crazy and like-minded. You know, people that like sing, they can walk in the room and make a beat and write a song in front of me. I'm like, what the hell are you, man? More than anything, man, it's really, really incredible to see you do your thing and just have the boldness to be able to like push yourself, you know, right in front of Sana and myself, and just like with all the nerves, still do your thing and lay your vocal in the last 5 seconds. So I just want to have more time to see more of that magic and be able to guide you through the process. Shout out to, first of all, to our partners, Hunters, for giving this platform to a lot of young musicians. Without them, I wouldn't have actually known that you're out here in Cape Town doing your thing, so shout out to them.
Yeah, like, I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity, and I just want to also say thank you to my good friend Digital Sangoma. He's been with me on the journey since I started, but we're here now, we're outside, bruh.
A big well done to the amazing talent, but especially Soulful Clay, who actually now gets to work alongside Tresor to help develop his career. You can also watch our socials to find out how it's going. Now, if you're wanting to enter the Hunters and Jacquel Talent Search and get an opportunity to work with some of SA's biggest stars, or attend a masterclass, or just be involved, you just need to head over to these websites now. Do not worry, Pretoria and the rest of SA will be coming to you soon. I'm Blxckie, and this is the Hunters and Jacquel Culture House. Refreshes like nothing on earth.